to another protest heading to our nation's capital. This time it's motorcycles. They're rallying around a notion of freedom. I think some of the members of this protest, they've been outspoken against mask mandates, things like that. How do Canadians feel about these protests? Is this an emerging trend, or are we seeing more of these protests to be expected?
First of all, I'd like to say that I don't think many Canadians would be upset that there's a disruption in the capital of Ottawa because of a protest, because not a lot of Canadians like Ottawa, especially if you happen to be in Western Canada. So they're probably happy and don't mind seeing a protest. However, in the wake of the Freedom Convoy, that protest that did come to Ottawa, it's interesting. We did some survey research and we asked Canadians how likely or unlikely that protests like the truckers' Freedom Convoy protest, whether they would continue as part of the regular mix of Canadian politics. About 28% said that it was likely to continue, another 48% somewhat likely. So roll those two things up and you can see 3 out of every 4 Canadians think that protests, these type of disruptive protests that are there and targeting places like Ottawa, is going to be part of the new normal in Canadian politics. So when they hear about, I know you said motorcycle, but to my mind, I thought Harleys, like we're talking Harleys coming to Ottawa.
Easy Rider, yeah.
Yeah, Easy Rider, all that kind of stuff. I think it's going to be part of the new normal and people will expect that. One thing that it is interesting is that coming out of the truckers convoy, the Freedom Convoy protest, coming out of that, an increasing number of Canadians said that freedom of speech was their top national issue of concern. It went as high as I think 8 or 9%, maybe even 10%. It's trailing down now, but there are Canadians that, from their perspective, the one top worry that they have about the country is that freedom. They believe that freedom is under siege. So get ready for planes, trains, automobiles, trucks, motorcycles now as potential protests for folks that are unhappy with things.